We're here with Bouwe Bekking, Svea. That's a very fine win. Well done, Bouwe.
Thank you very much.
And how was today? It was a good finish to a rather difficult week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really nice to go yachting, and of course the conditions were maybe sailable for some of the boats, but for the Jays it was definitely not a go like a couple of days. But it was nice to go battling it out, especially against Svea, of course. There were other boats in our class as well, but our main focus, of course, is racing against Svea.
And you two are very close.
Yeah, I think the first race we won with 17 seconds, and the second one I think with 12 seconds. So it's they were right on our tails. So we finished within 2 boat lengths of each other. So close racing.
You've been sailing with the Jays for quite a while now. I think we spoke to you first in 2016 when you were here. One of the big things you talked about a lot was about safety. It seems to be there's huge loads and so on the boat. Is that one of your number one features?
Well, I think that should be for everybody when the breeze is up, and it's not only on a boat like Svea, but all the other Maxis, the loads go through the sky. So it's just first watch yourself, and then the boat comes second in that sense. But so far so good, no damages. So it's actually kudos to the permanent crew, because it's a big preparation for them, and and the boat stayed safe.
And the boat's interesting, isn't it? It's what, a 1937 design that was never built, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. There was a Dutch guy who found in a museum, he found in the archives, he found the design, and there was a Dutch person who built the boat, and an American took it actually over. And then it came on the market, and then a couple of Swedish owners said, okay, this is something for our heritage. So since then we have been racing. This is now the 3rd season that we're racing her.
Fantastic. And this isn't an easy place to race one of these yachts. We were talking to Andy Green, who's the navigator on Velsheda yesterday, and saying there's all sorts of rocks underwater all over the place, yeah?
Yeah, there's a lot of rocks, but so we're having Steve Hales over here,
Yes.
and he's been sailing here also forever. I've been here forever.
Yeah.
So we know where the tricky places are, but yeah, if you do a little broach or something like that, real estate is there, so then the bang will be big. But luckily we avoided all the shallows.
One last question. You were talking about in the heavier winds. I spoke to you briefly yesterday as we were walking past, and you were saying that higher winds, those Jays are pretty good upwind, but downwind jibing is quite an issue. Can you just for the sailors, can you take us through what's particularly tricky about that?
Well, the biggest problem, of course, we have a mainsail is 535 square meters, so that's a big area. We can get it nicely in, but as probably people have noticed, that there's no vang on. So on the downwind, we actually put a vang in the middle of the boom with a purchase system. And so the moment when you take the vang off, the main goes open and the whole head just twists. So it's quite difficult to get these things through the jibe, because you can't control the top. So that's always the hairy part. And today we both had a jibe that were not the best ones, but we both made it through.
That's very good. But they are magnificent yachts to watch. So thank you so much for putting on the display. Just briefly, what's next for you?
Myself, I'm going to Cannes next week, sailing an old 12 meter. A classic one, so 1938, an American boat called Vim, and then doing a couple of days in the Val before we're going to. I'm going with Svea to Barcelona for the event over there for during the America's Cup.